Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So I promised you guys when I hit my 1-year anniversary that I would do something special with today's video. And surprise, it's my 1-year anniversary here on YouTube. I'm so excited. I cannot believe how fast the year has blown by. It does not seem like a year, and especially not with what little I know, and it seems like every day I learn something new on YouTube. But I have met so many amazing friends here, and you guys know who you are, and so many amazing subscribers. I am almost to 1,000 friends here on YouTube. That's just insane to me. But I asked on my community tab, what would you guys want to see? Either a Q&A or a farm tour, and most of you said farm tour. So I plan on doing a Q&A soon. But today is actually really unexpected. We had a tornado come through, and it didn't do any damage to our property, our home. Everyone was fine. There was no injuries or anything else with anybody. But one of our fields that my husband farms, it has a ton of debris and everything through it. There was a house that no one's living in right next to it, and it just completely took that house away. So a lot of the tin and wood, plywood, and all kinds of debris is all throughout that field. So my husband and I and our little girls are going to go out there and try to pick up what we can and clean up that field, what little we can. But I thought I would bring you guys along. So it's a cleaning motivation video because we'll be cleaning, but also I'm going to try to go through and give you guys a little bit of a farm tour. But like my husband said, it's not that pretty of a farm here in the winter time. So this summer we definitely want to give you guys a tour because it's so beautiful. Our whole backyard view, everything is so much more beautiful in the summertime with green grass. But yeah, we felt like it was the perfect opportunity to give you guys a farm tour since we're going to be all over the farm today and going up to our tractor shop and where we keep all of our tractors. Now, this isn't a farm that has like chickens and goats and pigs and all that. We did have cows, and then we sold them out just to let the pastures do some regrowth. But we do plan on soon getting some more cattle, just to kind of give you guys an idea. But we are mostly row crop farmers here. We do corn, soybeans, wheat, hay. So we'll be showing you all that kind of stuff. But again, I want to thank you guys for a lot of wind. But again, I want to thank you guys so much for helping me, make it this whole year. There were so many times that I wanted to give up and quit, but right when I was about to, one of you would reach out to me or say something in the comments that kept me going. So you guys are just a blessing and amazing. So thank you all. But let me quit rambling before I lose you guys, and let's get this farm tour, farm cleanup going. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna take you first down to where we call the bottom. It's an old road that is on our property. It's pretty cool. I thought this was the coolest place my husband ever took me when we first started dating. So this road goes between some of our fields, but it used to be a highway, and his granddaddy actually blew it up with dynamite because they had made an alternative road. So at the very, very end, it gets really neat looking. We can't take you down there right now because there are trees down after the tornado came through, and it's really blocking off. You can kind of see them right there. But some of the roads starting to fall in and all, and we had our girls with us, so we didn't go down there this time. But I have come down here with my metal detector just to look for treasure, since this used to be a road way back when. But this is where we go to farm the fields around our house. We do soybeans and corn down in this area. And then we also have some wildflower habitats. It's for like monarch butterflies and stuff. There's different like conservation type programs we're part of, and so we also do sunflower fields down here. So during the summer, I'm gonna remember to bring you guys down here and see it, because it is so much more beautiful during the summertime, I promise you. But basically, we were coming down here today to just look around after the tornado had come through our area and make sure everything was good on this end of our property, in which everything was perfectly fine, thank you Lord. But this is one of our big fields right here. We're fixing to go across. We went through the creek, or across the little creek. There's no water in it right now, luckily, but sometimes that water can be really overflowing. But we're just gonna ride across here, and I'm gonna apologize if it seems a little shaky. We're on our golf cart, which is our favorite little get around car. So we're throwing up some mud, just inspecting this field and just going around, and we're gonna come back out in our pasture, which is basically our backyard. About our farm, my husband plants around 3,000 acres of soybeans and corn, cover crop, and then we also have hay, but that's not really included in that acreage. We have a few pastures around our house that were for cattle, as I said earlier, and we do plan on building our cattle back up. And one thing that I would love to do once we get settled in our house, that we'll hopefully start building in the next couple months, once the ground dries up, is chickens. I know everybody's getting into chickens right now because the cost of eggs and all, but it's something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. But once I do set the chicken coop and everything up, I want that to be their forever home as well as where we are forever. So that's why I've been holding off, but that is one of my future plans. I had made a post over on my community tab asking everybody to drop me some questions, and I was gonna make a separate video for a Q&A, but I'm sure you guys are getting bored watching our field just go by, and there's gonna be more, so I thought I would take this perfect opportunity to answer those questions. Merely Melissa had asked me about how many acreage we farm, which is what I just answered. So also she wanted to know, do you get out there too? Well, yes and no. I work in agriculture doing, let's just say paperwork type stuff for the farm and other farmers. So in that sense I do. And when I'm off work on the weekends and all, if the guys are in the fields and they need equipment moved, I'll drive the truck, the farm truck behind them with flashers and all, helping them move safely. And I do kind of help run them different things, run errands, things like that. Like today we're going out, checking the tornado damage, seeing what we can all pick up as a family, you know, whatever needs to be done on the farm that we can all do together. But getting out and driving a tractor, no, I don't really do that. I would love to. I think I could, but with having a full-time job and babies and all, I just leave that to the husband. That's what he gets paid for. Alright, now we're crossing over back out of that field into the pasture behind our house. And you'll see our little pond where we love to go fishing. Every afternoon during the summer we come down here and feed our fish. And then we spotted something that caught our eye, and it was a balloon. So we had to check it and see if there was any little messages written on it or any phone numbers or anything, but it wasn't. So it was just a little heart-shaped balloon, but it was pretty cool little find. Time for another question. Tiny Nest of 4 asked, out of all the farm animals, which one is your favorite and why? Well, I would have to say our cats, because that's the only animals we have. I know, you think farm and everybody thinks you have all the farm animals, which I wish that was the case. Absolutely love animals. I grew up having tons of horses at a time and all. But like I said, we do plan on getting our cows back, which would be a favorite as well. But as of right now, the only animals on this place is a few cats and a dog. So what I was just pointing at was our future house site location, which just in a few months, when the ground dries up, we'll take you guys up there and kind of look around and see that site. But it's way too muddy to go across there today. But we are flying up here because we realized we were running out of time. But you'll catch a glimpse of our old barn, tractor shed, where we keep the Mack trucks, 18-wheelers, all that stuff. Farm equipment, farm trucks, all that. Now, this little girl right here, don't let her fool you. She is a beast. She is our security animal. She's our guard cat. She has known to fight some big fights. She'll run off the biggest, baddest dogs in a heartbeat. She's killed rabbits and snakes way bigger than her. She can be sweet as can be, and she can also leave a scar on your nose if you get too close to her. Trust me, I know. But we are at our shop. We're just going to load the golf cart up real quick on the trailer so we can take it on down the road to some of our other fields to inspect. And this is our elevator where we bring all of our corn and soybeans to. Every truckload comes right here and they're stored until we sell them. But we are going to go ahead and go past one of our fields. And if my husband would hurry up and turn, because I know y'all are just tired of seeing fields. We're going down the drive to some more of the fields, and this is actually where the tornado debris was. All of these fields again is where we do corn and soybeans, and we're starting to come upon all of that tornado damage where the tin and different things are all laying around and all of those twisted up trees. I'm not even gonna lie, guys, like I'm getting a little bit emotional looking at this because I mean this was just minutes from wiping out my house with my babies in it, and I just can't thank the Lord enough for sparing us and sparing all of our community. I'm totally okay with it just wiping out the trees and putting all this mess in the field. We can 100% clean that up, but I could have seen where, this could have gone tragically different. But you can see one of my husband's chairs that he had out here. It was just completely demolished. It took all the leather or pleather off of it. And he had like this little shooting house where he deer hunts out of. It was completely destroyed and it was brand new. But you know what? We can replace that in a heartbeat. But we were just going through here and looking at all these trees and all, and trying to be careful because we don't want any more falling over that could be just kind of leaning. But we were just looking to see if we can find anything laying around, because there was a house that no one currently lives in. That person goes out of the country when he's not here to work during harvest and planting season. so no one was there, but all of the stuff from the house was strode all across this whole field, and thank the good Lord this was off season to where he wouldn't be here. But there's a honeybee colony we had. If you guys have seen in my previous cook with me videos, you've heard me say that we have honey on our farm, and that's where we actually got some of it from. This is one of the locations, and the boxes were completely gone, but luckily the beekeeper's already been out and replaced that, and majority of the bees have already come back home. So, all of these things are replaceable, and that's the main thing. But we're gonna come up on all of this tin. I don't even know where all the tin come from, but it's just strolled all across. And basically we came to the conclusion that it's so muddy and all that it was going to be better off that we wait till the ground dries around spring before we plant, and bring the tractor and front end loader and all down here and just load this stuff up. It was just going to be too much, especially with our girls. And you'll see a tree line where you can see where the tornado just came straight across right here. It didn't mess with the other trees, but you can see its entrance. And where I had mentioned that house being destroyed, this is where a lot of that debris and building material stuff all kind of piled up and got caught in these trees. That's another one of our fields across there, and you can see stuff just everywhere. These fields right here are ours, and one of our good friends, his fields, they all kind of butt up to each other, but you can see we're gonna have a lot of picking up to do before we come out here to plant seeds. But I mean, I can't even say words. That house, there's bricks standing, but the entire roof was ripped out, doors ripped off, windows gone, all of the stuff inside's just gone. I wasn't even emotional the day that I went out there, but seeing this and seeing my little girls with me and how much, life could have changed for us, or, would we have even been here? Would I even be here if that tornado would have just went 2 more minutes? It's just, ugh. My little girls were the biggest helpers this day. And then, of course, they pulled a Peppa Pig on me and wanted to play in the muddy puddles. If you mamas have watched Peppa Pig, then you know all about the muddy puddles. And you know what? We just let them. We first told them no, but they deserved it. They worked hard picking up those shingles for us. But here's a closer look at that house. And no, it's not as terrible as you would think, but when you do get up closer, you can see that the whole inside was just gutted. And there's that field we were just looking at, and all the debris kind of strolled across there. We're headed back to the barn now to put the trailer up. The girls and I are riding along just right here in the driveway. But I just wanted to thank you all so much. This year has been amazing. It's flown by, but I have made so many amazing friends here. This is such a wonderful community. And just when I've been about ready to give up or just think YouTube's too much, one of you say just the right thing without even knowing it, reach out to me, ask me how I'm doing when I've gotten too quiet, and exactly what I've needed to keep me going, because I would never want to leave this community of friends. So thank you so much. I've had so much fun making these videos for everyone. Thank you for all the comments. And I'm not done with those questions. I have a few more to address. So if you have any more questions for me, you drop it down in the comments, and there will be an upcoming video where I'm going to finish those off. But if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.